Ariana reacts to Pete dating rumors about Kim 3 years after calling off their engagement. Welcome back to Binge-Worthy Network. Arianators unite because the pop idol Ariana Grande has finally broken her silence. Here is how she feels about her ex-fiancé Pete Davidson dating Kim Kardashian. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button to be notified and updated on the latest Kardashian drama and news. As time goes by, we can't help but think that Saturday Night Live is a great place for Hollywood bachelors and bachelorettes to meet up and spark up romances. As most of you know, 3 years ago, the uber-talented singer and actress Ariana Grande was invited as a musical guest on SNL. Here is where she met her ex-fiancé Pete Davidson. Only months after dating, the two became engaged and began planning the next stage of their relationship. Well, while that romance had an abrupt end in 2019, that didn't stop Pete Davidson from seeking out true love. Both Ari and Pete seemed madly in love during their very short romance. From gushing about each other in interviews and social media platforms to showcasing PDA on red carpet events, everyone thought Ariana and Pete would actually be together forever. But after the tragic passing of Ariana's ex-boyfriend and musician Mac Miller, the dynamic between the lovebirds changed forever. Pete admitted how Mac's death ultimately drove away Ariana and put an end to their relationship. As told by Davidson, "I was like, listen, I get it. Do whatever you've got to do. I'll be here. I think I said, I'll be here until you don't want me to be here." I pretty much knew it was about over after that. That was horrible, and I can't imagine what that S is like. All I do know is that she really loved the S out of him. She wasn't putting on a show or anything. Ariana herself spoke about her messy breakup with Pete Davidson in Vogue magazine. As shared by the fashion magazine, here is what Ari had to say about her love life and some of the hardships she had to go through. One of the more puzzling chapters of Grande's public life was her short-lived engagement to Davidson last year, a kamikaze move made in the haze of her breakup with Miller. Her friends had convinced her to decamp to New York to escape LA and her patents there. My friends were like, "Come, we could have a fun summer." And then I met Pete, and it was an amazing distraction. It was frivolous and fun and insane and highly unrealistic, and I loved him. And I didn't know him. I'm like an infant when it comes to real life and this old soul, been around the block a million times artist. I still don't trust myself with this life stuff. Well, while Ari and Pete's romance ended on a very tragic note, it gave Pete the opportunity to start mingling with the reality TV queen. In October of 2021, another Hollywood bachelorette appeared on the Saturday night stage as the guest host. Kim Kardashian stunned her fans and viewers as her comedic debut on SNL overtook major headlines and pop culture news. I know, I'm surprised to see me here too. When they asked, I was like, "You want me to host? Why? I haven't had a movie premiere in a really long time. I mean, actually, I only had that one movie come out. No one told me it was even premiering. It must have slipped my mom's mind." The mother of four also mentioned her marriage and divorce, sharing, "I married the best rapper of all time. He's the richest black man in America and a talented, legit genius who gave me 4 incredible kids. So when I divorced him, you know it had to come down to one thing: his personality." Not only were fans eager to hear Kim's very honest monologue, but many tuned in to see how the relationship between her and Pete would develop. Because as you can see, Kim and Pete actually had a kiss scene in one of the skits of the show. Dressed as Princess Jasmine and Aladdin, these Hollywood stars could not hide the chemistry between them. And just like that, after only a couple of weeks of casually hanging out, Kim and Pete began dating. According to sources, Kim is super happy in her rumored relationship with Pete. He makes her feel good, and she's excited to see what happens. Kim and Pete like each other. They're trying to play it off that they're just friends, but it's a little more than that right now. They're having a lot of fun together. Pete makes Kim laugh and makes her feel special. Pete is obviously thrilled and has a major crush on Kim. Oh, but that's not all, because according to exclusive sources who spoke to Us Weekly magazine, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star may be falling in love with Pete Davidson. Us Weekly shared the surprising news: living for the laughs. Kim Kardashian has such an easy time with Pete Davidson as their relationship status continues to keep fans guessing. The KKW Beauty founder, 41, is falling for the Saturday Night Live star, 27, a source exclusively reveals in the new issue of Us Weekly, adding, "He makes her feel good and she's excited to see what happens." Kardashian's inner circle is happy and eager for Kim to have fun and be free amid her divorce from Kanye West, the insider says. The reality star is always left smiling and excited after hanging out with Davidson, who makes her laugh, per the source. Everything flows well when they're together. If you're thinking to yourself, "Wow, this isn't a Hollywood coupling I would have imagined," then you are not alone, because along with fans and Kim stans, it was Ariana Grande who had some things to say about her ex-fiancé's new relationship. When speaking to Hollywood Life, numerous close sources and insiders spilled the tea on Ariana's point of view concerning Pete's love life. Sources stated, Pete and Ariana have both dated other people since they called off their engagement. Ariana is married now and happier than ever. She really doesn't keep up with who her exes are dating and what's going on in their personal lives because she's solely focused on her own life and career. If he's happy, then she's all for it. Ariana really doesn't care who he dates because she is a happily married woman now with the love of her life. That being said, she has no bad feelings for Pete and has nothing but respect for him. She wishes him the best. Well, it looks like Pete and Kim have received the official blessing from Mrs. Ariana Grande, and we couldn't be happier for them. But while Ari doesn't necessarily care about Pete Davidson's new romance, we can't say the same about Kim's ex-husband, Kanye West. Once TMZ began sharing inside information about Kim and Pete's whirlwind romance, Kanye decided to speak about it in an interview and let the world know exactly how he feels about this secret love affair. First, TMZ shared this information, and then Kanye revealed his true feelings. Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson weren't afraid to get affectionate. Yes, that during her trip to NYC. And it's definitely more than a week-long fling, TMZ has learned. Witnesses of both Zero Bond and Campagna tell us the two appeared very comfortable with each other, smiling, laughing, and displaying plenty of PDA. We're told Pete was charming, even with Kim's friends throughout the week. A source familiar with the couple's date Tuesday at Campagna in Staten Island says the two had the rooftop to themselves and were personally attended to by the restaurant's owner, who's a friend of Pete's. We're told staffers weren't allowed upstairs, where the two showed lots of affection. Kanye quickly retaliated by confessing he still wants to make the marriage work between him and Kim K. In an interview on the Drink Champs podcast, the father of four opened up about how he doesn't believe in his divorce and how Kim is still his wife. As shared by Daily Mail UK, on Thursday, the Donda rapper opened up about his situation with his estranged wife during an appearance on the Drink Champs podcast. He divulged that he had never ever seen divorce papers and expressed hopes of them getting back together while taking a dig at her SNL monologue. SNL making my wife say I divorced him on TV because they just wanted to get that bar off? And I ain't never even seen the papers. We're not even divorced. That ain't no joke to me. My kids want their parents to stay together. I want us to be together. Yikes. While Kanye is in major denial, Twitter users and Kim fans can't stop gushing over a new secret romance with Pete Davidson. Check out how the world reacted to Kim and Pete. Watching Kim K date Pete Davidson is like watching your friend who only dates toxic men finally date the goofy mama's boy, and I love everything about it. I high-key love Pete Davidson and Kim together. What if Pete Davidson ended up marrying Kim Kardashian? All I can imagine is Pete showing up to pick the kids up from Kanye's. Why did Kanye West and Jeffree Star make more sense than Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson? Now, as you can see, Twitter fans are loving this new Hollywood coupling and the drama that follows. But what do you think about Kim and Pete's new romance and Ariana's response? Do you think Ariana is happy for Pete for moving on? Why do you think Kanye West is still salty about his divorce? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye, everyone.